In 2016, Tesla CEO Elon Musk posted this tweet, implying that the Model S could temporarily float like a boat. It was a bold claim to make, and some people were genuinely impressed, but others, well, they were skeptical until this happened. Soon we might no longer have to settle for a floating Model S. Very soon we might have a yacht, a $700 million hydro-powered and solar-charged Tesla yacht that is as epic as you'd expect any Tesla product to be. Before we set sail, there are two things that you must know. First, the Tesla yacht is a breathtaking work of a marine engineering marvel. It's like art and science had a seaborn baby, and frankly, I am not surprised. The Tesla company has shown that they not only innovate in their approach to machinery, they are also precise when it comes to their style. We'll talk about it more in a second, but we need to address the second point you must know. There is no Tesla yacht, at least not at the moment, and I promise you that this isn't some clickbait rabbit hole. This is not a scam. The fact is, designs of the yacht exist. At the moment, it's still going through its conceptual phase in the hands of Dhruv Prasad, a designer who worked in the Tesla design team in the past. So bear that in mind as we dive into the details of this beautiful beast. Good? Good. Now let's begin. Tesla has had its fair share of curious ventures in its relatively short history. Ever since they came onto the scene in the early 2000s, and ever since Musk took control of the company, we've seen everything from electric cars to futuristic-looking pickup trucks to creating an entire energy-focused subdivision that's threatened to redefine how we consume power. So if you take all of that into consideration, it's not all that far-fetched that the electric car company would try their hand at an electric yacht. The Tesla yacht is quirky and stunning. Quirky because the designer Dhruv Prasad took major inspirations from the shape of a giant squid when he was creating its sleek-looking structure. And stunning because, unlike other yachts out there, this one will be as quiet as anything with a Tesla logo should be. Oh, you had no idea yachts are noisy. Well, here's a reference for you for educational purposes. And this is from a small one. The reason the Tesla yacht won't sound like that is all thanks to the electric machinery powering it, and we will talk about it in a bit. We'll also cover for who and why it was designed in the first place, but for now, let's jump into the stuff we know the people love to see: specs, exteriors, and interior. Based on the designs, the Tesla yacht will be sleek and incredibly modern. The Tesla SuperYacht will also measure a very economical 131 feet or 40 meters across its entire length by contrast. This is a little troubling because if you know anything about yachts, you know that these dimensions are incredibly short by any standard, especially for a yacht that would supposedly cost $700 million. You don't believe me? Here's a list of the world's longest yachts. If we were to rank the Tesla yacht on this same list, it would be, well, give me a second, nowhere. The last yacht on this list is at least 246 feet, which is about 75 meters. So ask me, why am I still calling it a super yacht? Well, the answer is simple: its price tag. I don't think I know anyone who can afford a $700 million yacht, and I know quite a lot of people. But we're not done yet. Things get a little more interesting, because aside from its surprisingly brief length and despite its 9-figure valuation, the super yacht houses only 2 decks and 4 lounges. 2 decks. That's a bummer. I mean, if you aren't already reeling in shock and stuttering in disbelief like me, then you might know what this means. But don't worry, I'll break it down. If we choose to rank yachts based on how much they cost, the Tesla yacht would rank above Azam, a $600 million ship owned by an Abu Dhabi billionaire. And despite costing $100 million less, the Azam has 7 decks and 50 suites. That's at least 3 times more decks and many times more interior space than the Tesla yacht offers. Okay, so I'll step into the shoes of a Tesla superfan for a second and say it's probably just a question of exclusivity. This could be a yacht for introverted billionaires. Maybe whoever chooses to buy it is the type that won't want to have visitors, wants to keep it small, call it a private super yacht. That would make sense. Good? Good. Now, beyond its insane price tag and economical space, it also sports a deceptively narrow design that makes it both stylish and aerodynamic. But more importantly, it allows it to move faster in the water while retaining its stunning appearance. It also has a sharp, narrow tip with a flat, wide end opening to one of its lounges. And it has windows, large panoramic windows that run almost the entire length of the craft, illuminating its interiors with natural lighting while giving anyone that can afford to own it a breathtaking view of the sunset. The Tesla yacht will also feature a unique, luxurious, and modern interior. The upper deck will feature a massive open space that can be used for anything from massive parties to events. There will also be a bar and a convenient sitting area, a large TV screen on one end, and a massive solar panel that feeds power to the entire boat. More on that later. The other end will hold the battery indicator, and both can be sheltered from strong weather conditions with a controlled shutter door. There will also be a lounge area at the stern that comes with comfortable deck chairs and a jacuzzi. Within, there are 2 bedrooms which will be furnished luxuriously according to the tastes of the Tesla brand. Obviously, and this goes without being said, there will also be spaces for the cabin crew, a kitchen, a swimming pool, and bathrooms. The lower deck will share a lot of features with the upper deck, including a living area with seats hidden in tables that pop out at the push of a button. And finally, it will also come with a fully furnished spa, along with massage tables and a steam room that brings another notch of luxury to the yacht. A lot of features are still under wraps, and there is still a lot that will be revealed with time, but for now you can be sure that Tesla will go all out on the power system. They have enough experience that would give them enough advantage to set them ahead of the game. That advantage is their history of making sustainable electric power systems that have powered not only electric cars all over the world, but thousands of homes across America. With their energy-focused subdivision, Tesla has introduced a range of energy products like the Powerwall that have disrupted the traditional energy industry. Devices like the Powerwall store energy generated from solar panels or grids for its users to utilize in down periods or in the event of an outage. It is clean and efficient, 2 things that yacht builders all over the world have struggled with. Millions have been spent on research and development, but it seems Tesla might be the ones to crack the code. Their eco-friendly power systems will not only make the yachts safe for the waters, but it will also prevent the vessel's engines from hydrolocking. Hydrolocks happen when a yacht's motor engine gets too much water in them. But since the design ensures that the yacht won't have any openings that the blue seas could exploit, the vessel will be safe from that. At the very top of the yacht will sit a customized solar panel that I mentioned earlier, which will be enough to charge the battery even while the yacht is stationary. And at the bottom, there will be turbines that can drive the yacht to speeds of up to 70 knots by producing hydroelectricity, which will be circulated through to power the yacht and charge the battery. This loop mimics the system you find in Tesla electric vehicles, making each one a powerful energy generator and conserver. This also means that the yacht can eliminate the cost of fuel, making sure that it never gets stranded in the middle of the sea. Now, you must know that if this yacht ever sees the light of day, it won't be the first, at least from a technical perspective. In 2021, Nidec, a Japanese company in the electric motor industry, reported that it installed an electric power system in a 165-foot yacht, and it had worked just fine. But in the same breath, Dr. Charles Kuhlmann, a lead engineer at Tesla, has also tweaked his personal yacht, an Elan GT5, to an electric vessel. So it's becoming a growing trend that might just need a heavyweight like Tesla to finally make a technological statement. Can you see now why the concept of an electric yacht is not so far-fetched? At least not with people like Dr. Charles on the Tesla team. Okay, it's time to address the price tag because I don't think we've spoken enough about it. $700 million is a whole lot of money. There, I said it. I've made calls, and I still don't think I have friends that can afford this. Truth is, there aren't many yachts in the world that have gone past that price point. In fact, if you're counting yachts that actually exist, there is only one, Roman Abramovich's Eclipse, and it costs an astronomical $1.5 billion for reasons we cannot begin to break down in this video. So in what universe do we see Elon making a Tesla ship this expensive? Personally, I think there is a chance, but take everything we've said here with 2 grains of salt because I think most, if not all, the specs will change. The boat will be longer, the price tag might be lower, the innovation more revolutionary and precise. Like I said, a lot will change. And maybe that's why Elon hasn't publicly endorsed or even made a comment about the $700 million Tesla yacht. Wait, so does that mean the yacht might never happen? Not so fast. Elon has also not disowned the yacht, and this is odd because when you consider the fact that the Tesla boss is the internet's biggest troll, you'll know that there is no way he hasn't heard of the concept yacht. And this also means that his silence is a deliberate choice. Another reason why I'm sure Elon is aware of this uber-expensive electric sea vessel is because Dhruv Prasad, the man behind the concept yacht, has worked with Tesla's product design team in the past. He most certainly falls somewhere under Musk's radar. So while Elon allegedly has had little to nothing to do with the design or ideation of Prasad's concept Tesla yacht, I wouldn't be too surprised if one day we have an electric sea beast under the Tesla banner quietly cruising the open seas.